what's going on? Hey everyone, Angie here, single mom therapist and former educator. I actually have to change my tagline a little bit, you all, because some things have happened over the past couple of months that, well, I can't exactly say some of the things that I used to say. Like single mom, educator, therapist. I'm still an educator, but I do have a new job formally as a therapist, a counselor, a behavioral health counselor for our local hospital. So that's one of the things that's changed. I'm also going to probably stop saying I'm debt free, not for bad reasons, okay, but because I also bought a house. So those are two things that I want to talk about over the next couple of videos. I'm going to split them up though, because it's a lot of information to kind of give to you all in one video. So yeah, I'll talk about those in this video and then maybe do another video to talk about the others. So I wanted to start off by talking about the new job. I was going back and forth about which one to talk about first, but the new job is kind of right here in the forefront of my brain because I just got off my morning meeting. I am working from home today. I actually work from home 2 days a week with my new job. And I'm working from home today. And every Tuesday morning from 8 to 9, I have a supervisory meeting. It's myself, my supervisor, and other people in the department. And I just, we have Microsoft Teams that we use. So I just kind of video conference in. And other counselors who are not on site can video conference in. And the others meet at the downtown office to discuss some of the things that are going on in our practices. So a little bit about my job. I am working for a major local health agency here in the area where I live. It's Penn Medicine. For those of you who know, University of Pennsylvania has their own medical system. So I work for a branch of Penn Medicine as a behavioral health counselor, which basically means I work in the mental health field at one of the practices. The practice that I work at is pretty large. It's right in the downtown area of our city, and there's a ton of Spanish speakers. So one of the things that was really appealing to myself and to the hiring managers was that I spoke Spanish. So that is part of my job. I use it on a regular basis. However, I am not formally able to administer therapy quite yet without having a translator alongside. And we actually have these machines. We have a service line that we call for translators. So what I've been doing is having the translators listen in on the conversations when I talk to the Spanish speaking patients, but I will talk to them directly in Spanish and just have the interpreter listening in. And that is because I have to pass a fluency exam, which I took and failed by 1 point. Can y'all believe that? 1 point. But I'm really proud of myself because I had no preparation for the exam. In fact, my boss didn't even know I had to take it until the last minute. So I took it without knowing much information. I didn't even know exactly which fluency exam it was going to be. So now that I know what kind of some of what they're looking for, I am going to speak with a tutor, so to speak, or have some conversational lessons with a woman from Colombia online over the next couple of weeks, and probably take it again towards the end of May and be just fine. So I'm really excited about that. So let me tell you a little bit about the job and what I do. So what will happen is we have patients that come in for various reasons to see their primary care physician, to see their medical doctor. And they might be talking about, I've been really sad, or I've been really anxious, or I just haven't been feeling like myself. And the doctor will then refer them to our team. There's about 30 counselors on our team for the health system, and I'm one of them. So I can get I can get patients from various different offices with various different backgrounds, various different diagnoses could be in play. So, yeah. That's kind of how it works. Or clients will go to the behavioral health hospital, and then when they are discharged from there or from the emergency room, they then come to us to follow up. So those are kind of the clients that I'm seeing. Our first appointments are about an hour long, and 90 minutes are allotted for Spanish-speaking clients, with follow-ups being 30 minutes for English-speaking patients. And I have to get used to saying they're patients, not clients. For English-speaking patients, and then about 60-minute follow-ups for Spanish speaking patients every 2 to 3 weeks. And then we kind of wind down, wean off as their symptoms start decreasing. So it's so far so good. I mean, it's pretty busy. It's a lot to learn. But I think I'm getting into it. This is my second week of clinical experience. I did 2 weeks of orientation / training. Last week was my first week on my own doing some clinical things. And next week, or this week is, well, yeah, we're in a new week. It's Tuesday. Yep. It's my second week of working with patients solely on my own. So it's going good so far. I'm really going to have to focus on how I'm going to deal with like secondary trauma, because I see myself at night thinking about sometimes just some of my clients' situations, and just trying to like not overthink about those things is going to be challenging for me. So I'm going to start looking into my own therapist again and seeing how, if that will help, especially because I have great benefits and I have an EAP. So yeah, it's good. I'm trying to think of what else. So I started the job March 20th, which meant I left my other job pretty much towards 2/3 of the way through the school year, which was a little tough. I've never left a school job during the school year. It's always been after the school year has concluded, but it's just kind of way this worked out. I've actually known that the position has been available and was offered to me since December of 2022. But we went back and forth about some things, compensation, start date based on what was going on at work. And then in the process, I bought a house. So I kind of wanted to wait that out a little before officially like moving into the new role, get that together. So, but for the most part, so far so good. I think I'm really going to like it. I did take a 2-year signing bonus, so if nothing else, I know I'll be there for 2 years. Another big blessing about the job is I just found out, well, first of all, my pay rate moving from my last job to the current job was pretty much the same. They gave me $80 more. Woo. And I kind of had to fight for that. But it's all good. But I just found out today our CEO of the hospital sent out information saying all employees were getting a raise. So that will put me just about under $700 from where I would have been staying in my last job. And I think that's great because I'm going to get a lot of new experience. I'm just getting a fresh start. I'm feeling a little bit more like a real adult working at this job. I just don't feel like it's as going to be as strenuous in a lot of ways as my last job was, and I'm sure it'll be more stressful in others, but I'm going to navigate it. And what I'm really happy about is I wanted to be a counselor forever, but just kept putting it off. And I'm finally in a space where I'm actually doing it, and I'm kind of like following another dream. So that's really, really important to me, and I just feel really good about that. So I'll keep you all posted about how things are going. I also am going to come back and talk a little bit more about the process to get here, to become a counselor, and then to take on this particular job. And I'll talk about the whole home buying process. I think I'm going to talk about my home specifically, my situation, and then just maybe do a video on home buying for the regular lay person like me. So look for those coming up, but we're just coming up on 9 minutes. So I'm going to leave you all so that you can go have a great day. And I'll talk to you very, very soon. Enjoy.